All right, guys. Hello, hello, hello. All right. Hi, guys. How is everyone? Cannot quite ever have this quite correct. There. Hi, hi, hi. All right, I'm going to have to back up because now the light is behind me. That's not going to work. All right, backing up. Backing up. Coming forward. Hi. Backing up. All right, we'll get there eventually, I swear. You're coming to visit tomorrow? Oh, good. I miss you. I haven't seen you. You know, because I don't come out to Cassie's house, even though I live really close. I'm teasing you. Let me just pull this up. So I miss you. I'm glad I get to see you. Now, hold on. This is not going to be muted. Yes, it is. Yay. Leanne, look. Can you see? I wore lipstick for you, Leanne. Hello, Jess. Hi, Michelle. Joseph. See, I know. Leanne was telling me about how I look good in lipstick, and I disagree, and I still disagree. Look. See, you can't really see anyway. I don't like it. I don't like my lips, but that's why. I feel like I have to do this all the time. I think that's part of it, too. I'm just not used to it. I don't like it. Okay. Anyways, hi. Bob, I'm glad. Look like Barbara Eden tonight. You're so cute. I just love you. All right. So, Tarot Tuesday, and we're doing the Lover's card. Yay! Quite appropriate tonight. It has been, I have to say, hopefully I can get through this and teach a good class tonight. I will be honest with you, it was, I did the whole 4 hours on the live today on the Nooner. And so it makes it, it's a lot when you do 4 straight hours. It was a long Nooner. And a lot of times, like, Cass will switch with me halfway or something. But she was doing inventory today, so I did the full 4 hours. And poor poor Kathy was on and trying to put stuff in boxes and stuff. And, you know, she's not used to having to do that. And it was funny. It was really fun, though. We had a good time. For the record, I hate lipstick, too, so I'll wear it tomorrow. Good, Leanne. I need a picture. It didn't happen. Lots of stamina, that's right. You just need a darker red and to put your hair down after you put big curls, make the hubby stutter when he sees it, right? I'll see what I can do. I know, he saw me putting it on. He's like, what are you putting lipstick on for? Because I never put it on. I'm like, it's because Leanne was telling me, ooh, Jen, this is, I know that's not for kids, but hello. I'm like, it's because Leanne told me that I haven't worn it in a long time. I look good in it. So I said, I hope she's on tonight to see it because it won't happen again for another year. All right. So today is the first part of the Lover's card. I have to say I was going to post a whole bunch of songs for it. And I just haven't had a chance to. But we have a whole nother week because I knew that this was going to be a long card for us to do. I don't wear lipstick, but I do wear red grease paint. Do you? Hello, Rochelle. Rochelle was there for our live today. It's such a great card, and there's so many awesome examples that I'm glad that I said, we should do a longer one, because I have lots of material about the different cool lovers cards. I haven't even pulled all of them yet, and there are a lot of different lovers cards that I have pulled that I love. And I haven't pulled all of them yet. So I like that we're breaking this one up into two, because there's lots of really cool cards out there to look at. And I think that'll give us great insight. So, and the point of this, although it is nice to see all the different decks, the point of showing all the different decks is to try to learn a little bit more about the card. So that when we're doing our own readings, either for just ourselves or for querents or people that we're getting paid readings or whatever, it's nice to have different perspectives on the card, and hopefully we're all learning a little bit more about the card as we're doing this. So I hope that's the goal. Every popular song is pretty much a lover's card song. I know, exactly. That's true. Looking forward to getting the goodies. I know you got some really good ones, Rochelle. Oh my God, and geez, I didn't miss this one. Yay, Kay, hi, sweetheart. It's good to have you on. And hello, Thomas. I saw Thomas come in. Sonia. Emerald Moon, hi, I haven't seen you in a while. Thank you for hitting the like button. Susie and Sherry Bug and Finesse. I saw Finesse in there. Yes, please do hit the like button, because we will hopefully get it shared to a lot more people. All right, so I wore this all day and didn't have a problem like that. Maybe I did, and I just didn't notice because I wasn't on camera. The camera was switched today. That could be. Maybe all day I've had this cleavage issue. All right. So I will tell you, I have not even pulled all of the cards that I wanted to pull for this card. It is an amazing card. It's a card that has a whole lot of meanings into it. It's not just about lovers, although that is the traditional, meaning to it. Hi, Hexen. How you doing, sweet pea? Hi, Sherry Bug. And Estelle. Hello, hello. I see lots of you that I saw for the nooner. So what a great card to break into two and to really do kind of an in-depth study on. This will be a really fun card to do that, because there's so many. It's okay. We love cleavage. Yeah. As a former mammographer, I'm used to boobs. Hi, Misty. All right. So this is what the traditional Rider-Waite lovers card looks like. So if we take a look, we have a man and a woman here. We have the angel in the background with the clouds. Wow, there's lots of sirens all of a sudden. Ooh, really close sirens. And really fast going by my house. We have the mountain in the back here. We have one of the tree. Well, all right, let's start with our ultimate guide to tarot, because that will give us some of the insight into all of the different symbols that are on here. So Liz Dean does this great book, The Ultimate Guide to the Tarot. It's the FBI. Oh no, Stephen. Those of you who have been with me quite a while may remember that we did have the FBI stop by during a live one time. I think it had to be almost a year ago. Maybe it was more than that. No, I think it was almost a year ago, because it was around Yule time, I think. And in the middle of a live, I had the FBI show up. Like, literally, the FBI show up at my house. It was fun. I didn't do anything, I swear. Okay, was there? Yeah, it was quite a story. Everybody, so of course I had to say, okay guys, talk to you later, and shut the video down. And everybody was messaging me, are you okay, Jen? What's going on? Oh my God. It was quite an exciting thing. It turned out to be not a huge deal. Not a huge deal. Apparently I had a terrorist call me twice. But I didn't talk to them, and they hung up like 1 second before anybody answered, they hung up, but they called my cell phone twice. And because they called my cell phone twice, they had to follow up and make sure. So then I had to talk to them about my channel, that I'm a pagan witch, all that stuff. It was fun. I have to say they were very nice though. But of course, my poor son, who, you know, is in the Navy, he's an intelligence officer in the Navy, had to like report that to his commanding officers and stuff because it was a big deal or something. I don't know. So yes, we've had lots of fun on this. Hi, Shauna. So here we go. Ultimate Guide to the Tarot, Liz Dean. So this is the Lover's card. It's the number 6. It's linked because of the 5 and the 1 there, it is linked to the Devil card. You switch those numbers. The astrological sign is Gemini, and I saw someone on there talk about this is their card because they're Geminis, so that's true. If you are a Gemini, this is your card. It has the element of air. The chakras, it's close to the heart chakra, obviously, for love and healing. So 2 lovers arrive in a magical garden where strange flowers bloom and snakes talk. You see the snake on Eve's side here in the tree. Hi, Jack. I had to say, these glasses, I'm not loving these glasses. I got to put my regular ones on. And the more I wear these glasses, the more I need them, so that stinks. Okay, here we go. The full sun beams behind a luminous archangel Raphael. So that is a specific archangel there. It is Raphael, the angel of love and healing who presides over their union. The lovers stand in the Garden of Eden together. Yet the woman, Eve, is gazing up at the archangel Raphael. So this is a big deal. The character, the Eve character here, is looking up at Raphael. The Adam character is looking at Eve. So the Adam character is enthralled with his lover, with his woman. The Eve is looking at Raphael with the snake and the tree in the background. So pay attention to that for sure, because that comes up, and that's a big deal. It means something in the tarot. Who is holding up his right hand, explaining to them, Raphael is holding up his right hand, explaining to them that they will be cast out of the garden if they eat the fruit from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Their innocent paradise will end. So the paradise thing where they don't understand. He's looking at her cleavage. He probably is, Stephen. You're probably right. Their innocent paradise will end, a metaphor for the seeming perfection of a new relationship before we must negotiate the practicalities. So in the beginning, when you first become lovers, is that puppy love where everything is wonderful. Nobody can do anything wrong. You don't fight about anything. It's all, sunshine and roses, right? The man, Adam, who could also be the fool on his journey, gazes directly at Eve. They may be called the lovers, but they are not lovers yet. You see the clouds between them. See the clouds between the 2 lovers? The clouds predict the fall. In other words, where Eve is tempted by the snake. And the hurdles they will overcome as the relationship becomes grounded in reality. So the clouds talk about, okay, it's nice to have puppy love. Yep, puppy love. Yes, I do know it, Sherry Bug. And they call it puppy love. Yeah. The clouds predict the fall, so it's not all sunshine and roses. Even though there's a lot of sun back here, it's not all sunshine and roses. The clouds are predicting the fall and the fact that they're going to have to grow up. All looks perfect in Eden, but Eve and Adam are only just about to recognize each other and know love. From this point onward, we know the snake will tempt Eve to eat the fruit. So the snake here in Eve's tree with the tree, the fruit of life, or the fruit of knowledge. The snake will tempt Eve to eat the fruit, and the relationship will change forever. Forever, right? The original sin, the blah, 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 all that stuff. So this is, now let's be honest, all of us pagans here, not everyone here is a pagan, but so a lot of times the cards that have to do with religion kind of turn us off a little bit, right? The Lover's card hopefully is one that doesn't, because it is an age-old story. It is something that we can all, if all of us have at least had one kind of love experience, we can all relate to that gaga puppy love, and then, okay, the clouds come in and there is something coming and something happens that makes you face reality. Everything is not always perfect, and love is about work too, and about sacrifice and about giving, that kind of thing, you know? Yes, I have some of those racy decks out too, Finesse. In the major arcana sequence, the lovers arrive after the Hierophant. One of the meanings is marriage and the integration of male and female aspects. After the Lover's card comes the Chariot. We have made our decision, and the tension released drives us forward. The Lovers is number 6, the number of harmony, love, and growth. It's associated with healing, and so links with the healing Archangel Raphael. The Lover shows relationships and a decision. The card can predict meeting a new partner or a career opportunity. And your choice will now have significant effect on your future. So it does mean that there could be a relationship coming. It also very often doesn't mean a relationship, but very often means you have a choice coming. So we see Eve looking up at the Archangel, and we see Adam looking at Eve. So there's very often a choice here between heart and head. Okay. In the upright position, the person coming into your orbit now has a positive influence and offers true love, provided you follow the guidance of your heart rather than your head. So in this specific card, there's other cards that say the opposite. If you're pulling this card and it means a choice, they're telling you follow your heart. Your head may tell you something else, but with this choice, the universe thinks it's better if you follow your heart. Okay, keep that in mind, because there are other cards that talk about having a choice between head and heart and think, maybe the head, maybe follow the head. If you are willing to take a risk rather than stay with a safe choice, you may soon discover your own Garden of Eden, which is fertile and rich with possibility. So it'll be a good choice, okay? If you are already in a relationship, a decision whether to take your partnership to a deeper level will be made. So are you going to take this relationship to the next level? That's the choice there. The issue that the Lover's card raises is your ability to make a decision based on your long-term future rather than short-term gains. In this way, you are being asked to make a mature decision that supports your true needs, respect, intimacy, love, and trust, and to connect with a partner who is emotionally available to you. Whatever your situation, the message is to follow your heart's desire. An additional meaning of the Lover's card is a young person leaving home and making independent decisions. So a teenager, it's time to leave home and make adult decisions. So that is the ultimate guide to the tarot. We're going to take this to... All right, I need more space. We're going to go to Holistic Tarot by Benevelon. Off topic, how is Dana? I haven't talked to her in a couple days. Actually, I messaged her today, and I was hoping she would message me back. I know she had her first therapy appointment, so I'm waiting to hear how that She was good last week when I talked to her. She was really good. Kind of packing some stuff, and she wants to give back to the community who gave to her. So she's doing pretty good from what I understand. Just my humble opinion, but I hate the Garden of Eden story that set women up for thousands of years of domination and abuse by patriarchal religious system. Absolutely, Lori. I totally agree. I think the whole system was a setup, right, from the very beginning. And that's why I do kind of like when you pull Lilith into the equation, that kind of changes things a whole lot. So I like adding Lilith to the whole story. It makes it kind of a different story. So Holistic Tarot by Benevelon. This is kind of the tome of tarot. It is an air card. It is Gemini, passion, partnerships, ethics, and a primordial choice. A red-winged angel with flaming hair appears in the clouds over the primordial man and primordial woman. Behind the pair is a single mountain peak. A snake is coiled around an apple tree by the woman. Behind the man is a tree in flames. A radiant sun shines behind them. The man looks to the woman, and the woman looks to the angel above. But the Lover's card, it looks like the woman is the one who gets to choose, right? And ultimately, the woman is kind of the one who gets to choose, at least in the story that they're talking about, right? Many contemporary tarot practitioners assign a romantic indication to the Lover's card. However, in every traditional interpretation of the Lovers, the card is about a moral choice, about choosing the right path. Yet, if the seeker is asking about love, then the Lover's card can be a great omen. So if it's specifically asking about love, then that's a great omen. If not, it's usually more about a choice to be made, indicating the beginnings of romance and simultaneously the beginnings of temptation. Hi, Pat. Hey, Pat's on Mama Squirrel's Wise Nuts. By the way, I hope you guys do head over and subscribe to Mama Squirrel's Wise Nuts. We're going to be picking a topic very soon and starting some of the videos to do on different subjects. In fact, I kind of would like to do a poll of what we want to start with, but we'll see. Hi, Silky. The card represents partnership with one other person. In readings about love, the card indicates passion. Lust may even be present. Overall, there is a strong feeling of paradise, at least in the beginning. In readings about work or career, the card indicates a partnership that the seeker is initially excited about, a sense that the match is made in heaven. However, not all is as it seems, and the feeling of paradise may go away, may be effervescent if caution is not observed. Creating altars for dummies would be a good topic. Oh, that'd be a good one. The philosophical component of the card centers around choice. So again, I want to reiterate this and keep banging this into our heads, because in all of these cards, many of the creators of these cards kind of forget about the choice part. And it's a very important part of the card. So as much as I really like a lot of these cards, a lot of them center all the way around the love of these two people. And it's more often than not about the love or the squishy feelings, it's more often than not a choice where you really need to think about the choice at hand and to follow your heart in the situation. Where am I? The philosophical component of the card centers around a choice. There is duality, or a decision to be made. And it is a choice between vice and virtue, an ethical quandary. The burning tree behind the man with 12 glowing flames is considered to be the tree of life, while the fruit-bearing tree behind the female is the tree of knowledge. Its fruit represents sexuality, fornication, desire, temptation of the physical senses, which lead to human suffering. The tree of knowledge symbolizes the desire for sensation. Johnny Dragon, today, Susie, Johnny was on last night with us. Uh-oh. Oh, that's okay, Kay. Yeah, I believe she was on last night with us for a little bit anyway. The tree of knowledge symbolizes the desire for sensation. Thus, the tree of knowledge represents the primordial choice to eat of the fruit and no sexuality, thus no suffering, or to ascend up the tree of life towards God, towards a higher being, right? So that knowledge versus emotion, intellect versus emotion. Exactly. The male figure in this card is the mind and rationality. The female figure is the heart and emotion. In a reading, the lovers hint at a choice that the seeker must make between the mind and the heart, a choice that may have ethical implication. All right, Kay, let us know. Enjoying a new kitten? Where am I? Sorry, guys. Boy, am I squirreling tonight. The female figure looking up at the angel may suggest that the seeker is predisposed to choose what will comply with his or her ethical standards. In one sense, it's about love versus lust, immaculate sexuality or fornication. There is an underlying theme of indecision. You should get a kitty. No, Sonia, no kitties. We can't do it in this apartment. And we're kind of enjoying, as much as I miss my kitties, I really do. But we are kind of enjoying no cat hair. It's kind of nice. Still hating sexuality as depicted as wrong, right? And that's true. And that has always been, right? That men have always had the ability to be sexual without having that overlying, evil to it. Men can sleep around or be able to enjoy sexuality and not be labeled. And women, of course, we get labeled as whores and fornicators and prostitutes and all kinds of interesting things, right? Yeah, well, yeah, and we get the consequences usually, right? I'm not saying all men. This isn't a hate all men thing, but it was kind of set up that way. The Lover's card may also be understood alongside key ideas from the philosopher and theologian Soren Kierkegaard. We face an existential choice between two life paths, either one willfully hedonistic or one grounded in our sense of ethical duty. 47 kittens would be better. Oh, no! Women can too. Men who sleep around, I call them douchebags. Well, that can be true. Primordially, yes, to choose ethically. Okay. So yes. I don't know how, this is the Lover's card. I don't know how deep we want to go into it, but as a bisexual woman, I will tell you that there is a fight that women have had to do within themselves for a very long time, because sex isn't always emotion. Sex isn't always about love, but men seem to understand that a lot more than women. Women, because we attach emotionally much easier, especially during and after sex, that we tend to think of it as an emotional thing. And there's something to be said for, how much do I want to go into this? There is something to be said for sexual experiences without the emotion attached to it. I'll just put it that way. That in my lifetime, both with men and women, there is a different experience to be had without the emotional content of that. So, and yes, I'm bi. You didn't know that? I have been out of that closet for a long time too. Yes. I just happened to meet a man and fall in love and marry my husband. Could have just as easily been a woman. Oh my God, Jen, I'm still reeling about what you said about interacting with the Lord. My therapist, Emil, says most guys over 40 are looking for a real emotional connection. Over 40, I could understand, yes. I am too, but never met the right person, right? I also did not know that either. You didn't? Yes, yes, that's just the way it is. Okay, so the last in-depth book anyway is Modern Tarot by Michelle T. Love her. It's like sitting and talking to your girlfriend about the tarot. So who doesn't squeal when the Lover's card arrives? Most everyone wants that glorious angel to come into their life. Hands raised in blessing, a cosmic, holy go for it. The two figures on the card are certainly lucky. They found one another. The grass beneath their feet grows in honor of the union they're about to have. A mountain rises phallically in the background. One tree is burning up with passion, and the other hosts a snake, the famous emblem of sex, knowledge, and temptation. Jen is out of so many closets. Yes, I am. I had a lot of discussions about this. It's funny. I was thinking recently, I did not have a pride discussion this year because I was in the middle of moving in June. Usually that's when I bring up, my sexuality, because it doesn't really come up very much since I'm married now, and have been for almost 30 years. But that's when I usually have that discussion, is for Pride Month. So I know I kind of missed it this year because I was moving. So that could be part of it. You didn't get my pride discussion this year. I was talking to my friend how I was bi, and she said it was a sin and not natural. Well, friends don't know everything all the time, do they? Because it certainly is natural. Animals are bisexual, are homosexual, are heterosexual. There is examples of that in all of the animal kingdom. So that's kind of silly. Right? I love you too, sweetheart. It is true that sometimes the Lover's card comes up to signify a non-romantic union, maybe a new acquaintance you've got a friend crush on, or a blessed collaboration. It often signifies a sexual connection, something that feels magical and destined, something that has triggered all of the infatuation chemicals in your brain. Suddenly you're a romantic poet, feeling compulsive and obsessed, sensitive to music, to flowers. You're in love. I have a squirrel mother who's a witch, and she's bi, and I love her. I love you too, Hexen. I love all my squirrels, be they bisexual, asexual, pansexual, transgendered, any of the above, and whatever all the pluses are. I love them all. Yeah, the Greeks were bi as fuck. Yeah, absolutely. Right? For sure. I'm so squirreling, you guys. I'm sorry. You're in love, or you're not. The Lover's card also comes up for people in long-term relationships, often when the choice to leave or not to leave has arisen. So a lot of times if you're in this long-term relationship and this choice comes up, that choice, this card comes up, that choice then becomes a big deal because it is a choice of the heart or the head. What is better for you? A choice of romance and emotion, or a choice of intellect and knowledge? So there's that choice again that comes up. I think we need to get some gender fluid folks, and then all bases are covered, right? That would be good. I have found my people. Woohoo! More than just a ticket to ride the hot sex highway, the Lovers is about making choices. An important aspect of this card speaks not of love, but of building up your personal value system and figuring out who you are and what you believe in. It's interesting that such a theme would be paired with the Tarot's major love card, but it makes sense. If anything, it has the power to challenge our personal ethics. It's the lure of attraction. In recovery circles, the biggest threat to a newly sober individual is said to be romance and finance. Romance and finance. And you'll hear that in 12-step programs and stuff in recovery. The biggest problem are romance and finance. If the Lover's card has come up for you, you may be trying to make a romantic decision using the barometer of your morality. Is the person you're intrigued with already committed? Are you? Is it an office or an academic situation with a host of potential problems that has piqued your interest? Is the object of your affection somehow off limits? Perhaps the ex of a close friend. Maybe you know the person you're drawn to isn't good for you, or maybe isn't a good person at all, and you're trying to figure out how you can indulge your powerful attraction without really letting this person into your life. My mom asked me in high school if I was gay because I had more gay friends than straight. Yay! Shauna, I'm not gay or bi, but I do love the female body. It's a beautiful piece of art. It is. I truly believe our higher self is both sexes, and we have lived several different lives, some male, some female, and sometimes both. I totally agree, for sure. I didn't figure out I was bi until 5 years into my marriage to my hubby. Estelle, so my coming out story, it's funny, I'm not going to go into it because we're in this big Lover's card. I'm going to try not to squirrel out completely. But I will tell you that I had sexual experiences with both sexes when I was a teenager and younger. I think actually my first sexual experience was with a girl. I won't say woman because we were both kind of girls. And I think that's a very natural thing for both sexes to have, exploring sexual experiences. I feel bad that we have to have those labels at all. It's kind of too bad that we have to pin people down with a label of I'm this and I'm this. Because I think it's very normal to experiment either way. And I don't know. It's really too bad that we have to, pin each other down with the labels of this and that, and unfortunately it comes from society being what it is and needing to be able to put us in boxes, and if we don't fit into the box that we're trying to put you into, we have to make another box. Oh, if you don't fit into here, then how will you fit into society? We have to make this other box to put you in. So it's unfortunate, but I think it is probably one of the most normal things in the world that most people, and I'll caveat that by saying most people who have experienced different experiences in their life. I'm not talking about, some people are very avert to experiences on the whole. And are more sheltered people, and that's okay too. But most people who have gone out and experienced life a little more, I think have experienced that experimentation a little. The lead singer of Dead or Alive talked about how weird it was to label bisexuality before he died. I've always used the choice part of this card in readings. I love the choice part. I just wish we could see a different story or picture depicting the choice part of the lovers. Me too, for sure. Because there's not enough of that. Everyone kind of shows the lovey-dovey part, right? But everyone feels the need to tell everyone their label. My friend said all queer people are just confused. That's very sad that you have to be confused. That's just sad. Only labels I care about are as kind and unkind. That's right, for sure. Does Peter mind? Peter doesn't mind. I was just going to say, as long as, since we've been married, you know, as long as I'm not going out with men or women, he's fine. He's okay. I've told him before, like, what's her name? Ooh, Juliana Howe. I think that's her name. Her ass is, let me tell you, Rock of Ages. We can both, it's kind of nice because we can both look at a girl's ass and appreciate that. All right, that was a little too much information. Next. Where are we? Okay, here we go. Back to the card here. Yes. What the Lover's card always wants you to do is take the high road, which is challenging. In fact, science has shown that obstacles placed before lovers only increase the brain's chemicals that make them want each other so badly. If the Lover's card comes up and you are in a relationship that feels happy and healthy and exciting, consider yourself blessed by that angel. If it comes up while you're struggling with the ethics of a relationship, know that the snake of temptation is hissing in your direction. What will you do? Perhaps you're like me after one round of dating that left me aching and confused. I was forced to draw up a set of standards to protect myself from the tendency to jump in too quickly with any cutie who winked in my direction. Entering my 40s, finally willing to get serious about the romantic choices I was making, I started parsing out which cuties were perhaps fun for a roll in the hay only, and which had the gravitas required for a more substantial something. Age was newly considered, as was employment, as in they should be employed. Proximity, no more long-distance time wasters. And overall mental health, no more sex on the first date, to ensure I didn't let pheromones blind me to red flags. The Lover's card wants us to have standards, as well as a noble love of the highest level. It does not want us to settle. If you are settling, recognize it and do what you must do. If you have found a high caliber, high quality love, bask in the tarot's blessing. I was raised in a 55 in here and only 33 likes. Yeah, smash that like button. I was raised in a very Christian home, so just labeled any feelings I had for girls or attractions to their body as noticing the competition, since it wasn't safe to realize what it was. Yeah, yep, that makes sense. Noticing the energy of the Lover's card. It has made keeping Jen's top on very difficult. One hot card indeed. My first husband was killed in a car accident. My second turned out to be Voldemort. My next boyfriend died of a brain aneurysm. My mom said, Katie, maybe you should just go gay. Well, Kay, I'm telling you, there are certain advantages. I'm sorry that you've been through all that, but yes. Yes, Michelle T is awesome. Hi, Cass. My daughter hidden it from me because she was scared. When her sister came out, she did too, and she told me she was bi and if I hated her for it. Aw, that broke my heart that she felt like that. Right, Lene? I know. I've said before, I wish I could be mama to all of the people who have to come out to terrible. I shouldn't say it like that. I try not to judge. All of the people who have to come out to parents who are less than accepting. Let's put it that way. I really wish I could be all of your mamas. In fact, I'm here to be all of your mamas. And if you all would like to come out to me before you have to come out to them, or after, if you come out and you have a horrible coming out, call me and come out to me. I'll make it a good one. So let's look at some different cards now that we're 44 minutes in. I'm so glad we're doing this in two. The first Lover's card that I chose, I try to be, is the Lover's card in the Star Spinner Tarot, because it has several different Lover's cards. I made another week. Hi, Ed. I would love to, I would love nothing more than to be able to have people who have had horrible coming out experiences come out to me, because that experience should be the easiest thing in the world, because your parents love you and they should just love you, period. You. Regardless of who you love. That doesn't make any sense to me. Took me 32 years to come out. When I came out, I slammed the door wide open and everybody was, it's about time. Woohoo! One of my best friends came out to me before his parents because he wanted support. He didn't have to worry. Both his parents left and said they already knew. See? That's the way it should be. Okay, so the Star Spinner Tarot is a great deck. And it has 4 different Lovers cards. Again, I am going to keep reiterating the choice aspect of this card, because unfortunately there aren't a whole lot of tarot cards in decks that talk about the choice. They really focus on the relationship, and then that's unfortunate, but there's a few. So we have this Lover's card for the Star Spinner. And I like that there is several different choices in here. I leave them all in the deck. We have this Lover's card. Because again, not only does it mean romantic love, but it also could mean a choice, and it also could mean a partnership or a friendship. I haven't told my parents I'm pagan, but I think my mom knows, but she talks to me like I'm still a Christian, so I don't know. I agree. Being a pagan may be more of a coming out for some people than being gay or bisexual or anything like that. I was gossiped about by the church congregation as actively gay by a bunch of self-righteous churchies whose kids later came out. Oh, that's karma at work, isn't it? I wish one of my kids would come out. I've been begging my boys to be gay for years. And then this is the 4th Lover's card. I have to say, if any of you have met my boys or know my boys at all, you'll know that they all, my son Frank says to me, I know I've tried really, because it would be much easier if I was gay, but he just doesn't feel that. He's like, I'm sorry, Mom. They had to come out as not gay to me. This is the Slow Tarot. So I'm going to read you a little bit about this card. Dear Frank, I know, he's so great. I love my buddy. So I love that this has the moon in the background. They are in candlelight. They are tied up with each other. So there is the emotional ties are here. In fact, we fancied the old ways. That's awesome, Susie. Mom, I'm not gay. Jen cries. I can't tell you. I'm telling you. You laugh. But literally, I was like, you guys, really? 4 boys and not one of you? Are you sure there isn't any way that you could try maybe just to think about? No, Mom. I'm sorry. Okay, well, I love you, but if you change your mind, I have lots of people I can introduce you to. Okay, so here's the Slow Tarot. Try for 6 more, see if you can pull it off. The Slow Tarot has a great interpretation here of the Lover's card. Can't you just try? I'm not kidding. And you can, all my kids will tell you, yes, she has incessantly asked us. There is no force in the human experience as horrifying or as inspiring as the emotion of love. The lovers represents the facet of the seeker's psyche that pushes them into illogical and impassioned behavior when spurred by desire. It also symbolizes the binding of two quarrelsome entities in order to create an effective union. So this is saying it symbolizes that binding, those binds, they are kind of opposites attract kind of thing. Two entities that may not be quite compatible in that way in order to create something effective as a union. While it can be said that the lover symbolizes harmony, it is more truthful to say that it represents the choices one must make in order to reach compromise. Also, sex. Yeah, it is a beautiful card. So it also does mean sex sometimes. I have pulled that card. I have people at work say, you know, hey, am I going to get any this weekend? And pull the lover's card for them. That happens. The next one is from the Celtic Tarot. I love the Druid choices in this deck. And here we have the two Druids here at the tree. Hi, Trisha. And again, I'm going to read a little bit about this one because it's such a cool choice for the lovers. By oak and ash and mighty thorn, upon thy sleeve let thy heart be worn. Through mountains barren and valleys deep, separated from the love of mother and father, you go in search of yourself, yet you were never lost to begin with. But someone out there, there may be someone, somewhere out there, there may be someone or several someones who holds a key in their heart that unlocks the potential in your heart. But know that this is not a one-way street, for their heart will need unlocking too. From my place as tree, I do not understand your need to feel whole by means of another. Look at me, I am wholly myself and sing my own song splendidly, but I do not have your needs. The touch of a lover, the sense of two beings entwined must be exquisite. To give of yourself entirely to another, there is magic there. But the path of love is fraught with difficulties and is perhaps the ultimate task. The task for which all other tasks are but preparation. But know also that the fruits of other loves will entice you. The petals of attraction are strong. Are they stronger than the ability of your heart to be faithful and fast? The idea of love is sometimes more engaging than the reality of it. But know that love is also a sword that can hold peace and equally destroy. And the card matches your outfit. That's your wedding vows? Aw, that's awesome, Leanne. So I love that one. That's a really good one. This one is from the Everyday Witch Tarot. And again, I love that this one is ambiguous. It's ambiguous. Both genders could be either gender. Or both witches could be either gender. No one else is buffering. And I love the kitties have their tails entwined too. That's kind of nice. But again, I will say, because I'm going to keep bringing up the choice aspect of the card, hi Soul Dreamer, that Many, many, many cards have the lovers, have the love, have the lust, have the pairings. Not many cards show the clear choice that has to be made. And that's part of the reasoning that the Rider-Waite-Smith decks are so good, is because the choice here is shown by Adam looking at Eve and Eve looking at Raphael. So the choice is, there's like a threesome kind of choice here, right? The choice is love or lust. The choice is love or, career. The choice is, there's two choices here. Here we have the Light Seers Tarot. What a beautiful deck this is. Love, hate to love this deck. I'm going to read from the Love Seers Tarot too, because again, some of these have some really great explanations. Magnetism, like magic, is coming into your life. You are sitting on the cusp of the type of profound connection that happens when two souls are intertwined, and their entanglement forever marks their individual paths. Often this card signifies that an important choice needs to be made. Will you embrace the spiraling energy that unwinds between two people who are beginning to connect and choose to shift into this relationship or not? Falling deeply into trust will be necessary in order to create a lasting bond, and growth around vulnerability, honesty, desire, and intimacy is being called into the light to be healed. While partnerships are beautiful gifts on the path, you must also seek to give fully without weakening your resolve to remain whole. Remember that self-love is the key to balancing the duality of any relationship. And the mantra to this one is, my heart is open to deeply meaningful relationships, and I expand into this union with loving trust. And so again, part of the choice here, again, if it has to do with relationships, part of the choice is, do I want just to romp in the hay? Or is this something, am I ready to completely and totally give myself to this other person? Am I prepared for that? There is a self-love aspect. Hang on to who you are. And there is also a sacrifice aspect. It is a sacrifice to love so deeply that you commit to this kind of relationship that is about something deeper. And that's a big deal. How are we doing? 58 minutes. This is the Muse Tarot. This one is a good one, and I will tell you, I'm going to read this one too because I love the description for this card. It's an amazing description. So the Muse Tarot says, all she can smell is the sweet scent of the flower as the curious landscape shifts. It draws her closer and closer still, as if the aroma fills the very sand of this place. She feels drawn in by a completely invisible string. Above, a moon lotus hangs in the sky, and giant wings caress its petals. It feels of love and sunshine. Is it Cupid? An angel? She feels no fear until the moment that she sees her. So see, there's two opposite people here. See the two opposite people? Until the moment that she sees her, the other person approaching from the opposite bank. Skip, skip, her heart jumps. She feels excited and attracted to the graceful creature, and it is clear that their awareness is one of mutual fascination. Old panic begins to creep in, memories in her gut, unhealthy experiences, and the rustling wings reach down and inch them closer together. Little spirit, if you want to love, you must make a choice to love. You must say yes to your heart before the flower will open. And the memories are laced with moonlight, sweet skin, union, choices, a sense of worlds becoming one, bodies, breathless voices. I love that one. The Muse deck, I do love Chris Ann's decks. I saw somebody say that. House Chakra-esque, right? Really gorgeous. Do you think a good depiction would be a marriage license versus a business contract? Ooh, that would be a good one, Dylan. That would be a really good one, because now we're really talking about those choices. That would be a good one. I like it. Love, love, love this one. I love the fear that she feels, like she feels this call to an attraction, and then sudden fear, and on all the old relationships come up, and it's, oh no, I don't know if I can do this again. I don't know. And the angel wings come and kind of push them together and say, nope, it's a choice. Are you ready? You have to make that choice. You have to say yes. Love the Muse Tarot. That choice is very clear, and it has to do with the Lovers, but it's clear that there's a definite choice. Love that one. And a divorce decree, right? Here is a good one. This is the Darkwood Tarot. Sasha Graham. The art is by Abigail Larson. Running away, running back. Yes. Love, love, love the Lovers Tarot. Again, going to read a little bit because it's such a great description. Love is the unifying, expansive, and binding force of the universe. The shadow witch finds her body growing weary. She sits down upon a soft, mossy enclosure and rests her eyes. Her black cat companion curls at her feet. Visions of the boy and his kiss return to her as she drifts off into sleep. Love is the last wild, unknown frontier. It is the metaphysical, occult, and transcendental nature of attraction and desire, the biological urge to reproduce, and our impulse towards romantic love is one of the most powerful forces known to humankind. Love, like universal breath, causes our bodies to contract and expand like the universe. Jen, your cards always look just off the presses. Thank you. Not always, but thank you. Romantic desire has begun and ended wars, raised kingdoms, and transformed the world. Stories of romance, love, and loss define our life. The Lover's card is the drug-like high, the erotic passion, showing us what is possible, not what is sustainable. A naked man and woman are joined in the intimate, sensual lotus blossom position. So this is the lotus blossom position. And I will admit that I did not see that at first, that's what was going on here, but they are in the lotus blossom position. The unfolding lotus flower is a symbol of transformation. It speaks to the evolutionary aspect of ecstatic love. The lover's nudity reflects trust and vulnerability. The body expresses what language cannot. Sex is emotion in motion. Hi, Jasmine. A dark angel, robed and hooded, sanctifies the couple. Or are they an extension of his imagination? Spiritual ecstasy radiates through the card. Erotic love heals all sense of loss and fosters a complete spiritual union. Two become one and rise to transcend duality. The male focuses on the female. He sends all of his energy into her. She accepts the energy with her whole body and casts her eyes above to the dark angel. This graphic triangle of energy echoes the creative principle of the entire universe. The Hierophant's lessons become experiential in the lovers as we taste the nectar of divine love for ourselves. So I love that they mentioned the Hierophant's lessons. So the Hierophant is the card before this and is teaching us the lessons that we then experience with the lovers. Okay. I kind of vented a bit today about the foolery going on in the witchy community. Uh-oh, foolery. Is that Karma Sutra? Could be. Could be, could be. Here we have the Hush Tarot. We have Lakshmi and Vishnu. Beautiful. Foolery of witches hexing the fae. Oh. I have to say, I'm going to try to, I think I'm going to try to stay away from that one as best as possible. I will say, with all that's going on in the world, I really wish you did an entire video. I'll have to take a look. With all that's going on in the world, I think people are just focused on the most idiotic things sometimes. I will tell you, I did post something on my wall last night that I thought was a very interesting read, and it's something that I've been thinking about recently, that I'm kind of disappointed in some of the spiritual community with all the COVID stuff that's going on, and that a lot of the spiritual community kind of has set itself up to believe in conspiracy bullshit. And it was disappointing to see how many of the people in our community subscribed to that crap. It was disappointing. So I posted an article that I had read that talked about that. So this is the Forest of Enchantment deck. Witch Talk, yes, exactly. That's Witch Talk. I haven't seen it yet. Joseph did give me the link to that crap, and I will look at it just because I'm a part of the community and I need to see it, I guess. Sure, Jasmine, just give me a message, and I'd love to do that. Absolutely. Message me on Messenger. The Forest of Enchantment deck. On a hot summer's day, with the scent of wild honeysuckle casting its drowsy spell, a pair of lovers rests in the shade. They sing together. Best way is Messenger. Facebook Messenger is the best way for me, anyways, to get a hold of me. There we go. They sing together in pleasing harmony. Under the greenwood tree, who loves to lie with me and tune his merry note unto the sweet bird's throat. Come hither, come hither, come hither. You got a Doreen Virtue notification just before I came in here. Ah! Their song ends with soft laughter, the sweet sound of untroubled joy. These forest dwellers are outlaws from society who have chosen a life together to fulfill a common destiny. Theirs is a love out of legend, enduring, encompassing, eternal. Come what may, the lovers face their challenges side by side as equals. Both wear archery braces on their wrists, and their bows stand close at hand. But in this moment, there's only peace, and all the world is in each other's eyes. This card is not about trifling romance. The lovers represent true partnership and the life choices and sacrifices that come with commitment. Though the lovers shown here are man and woman, soulmates find each other in every gender combination. So again, I like this card a lot. It is much more about the lovers aspect of it than choice, although It does talk about a little bit about choice. It looks more like a soul connection rather than a sexual one. Yes, absolutely. Which is, you know, definitely her point in this one anyway, is that connection is soul deep. According to Sable and Blonde, Doreen has no virtue. Exactly. To cause confusion, the book in the set is called The Enchanted Forest. Exactly. Just to cause confusion there, for sure. The Wizard's Tarot, the new one by Barbara Moore. I liked the color combinations in this one, so I had to show you. Although I will be honest with you and tell you I am a little disappointed in the Wizard's Tarot. I'm a little disappointed in, I don't know, I think it's a little too simple. I think it's a little too on the nose. There isn't a whole lot of depth to the Wizard's Tarot. I like a lot of it. I loved this. Oh, Jennifer Storelli. It's Jennifer Willowind, actually, Storelli. Can somebody write that for her, please? I like a lot of it, and I think it's a good deck to read with because the symbology is very clear. I just think there's not a whole lot of depth, and I'm surprised at a Barbara Moore deck because usually there's a little bit more depth to her decks. But it's a great deck aesthetically, and I like the green and the fire. So the earth and fire here are joining together, and that speaks of what we were talking about with two different like two very different people, like opposites attract kind of thing, that can join together and create a union that you wouldn't have had otherwise. Thank you, Leanne. The only spelling thing there with what Leanne wrote is there's two W's in the middle of Willowwind, and people miss that a lot. I had to put two W's in it to make it numerically correct in order to be my witch name. For me, that was a big deal. Not that it is for everyone, but anyone who thinks COVID is a conspiracy theory has not watched a loved one die. Thank you. Yes, absolutely. And Lori, I can't even tell you how disappointing it has been for me to watch people who have lost loved ones and who are asking for energy for loved ones who are sick with COVID, to have people, spiritual people in our spiritual community, commenting on their posts about how COVID is a hoax and how dare they talk about the hoax of this, and to me that was a big deal. Hi, Sherry Bug. I mean, all right, Sherry Bug. I don't know why I said that. Good night. All right, it has been over an hour. Might have been Wall Street Journal about creepy weird overlap between the extreme right and the wellness community. Yeah, it's very disappointing to me to see that there's an overlap there. Was really disappointing that conspiracy bullshit stuff comes into it, and you've seen nurses without masks. Oh, that's awful. That's awful. I'm so beyond, it's beyond ridiculous. And this, it was a really good article. So if you're on my Facebook, make sure you take a look because it was really good, and it kind of brought you to that point of what is wrong with these people? Come on, you guys, get your heads out of your asses because this is real. This is not a conspiracy. And I had to say here and now, if you think it's a hoax and a conspiracy, yep, you might as well unsubscribe because there's no room for that here. I just can't. I try to speak the truth as much as I can and as much as I know it to be, and that I just can't. Christiana, there you go. Exactly. Unfollow me, forget I exist. Exactly. That's exactly it. Yes. Yes. Okay. I'm a nurse and I wear one always when out or at work, and some nurses don't around each other. Right? I know it. And when you've been in healthcare and you see the fear and the, gosh, that breaks my heart. I'm so grateful that I was able to get out of healthcare right when this was really ramping up. But I have a lot of people that I know in healthcare, and it's terrifying. And to see videos of some of these people who have to take care of people who are dying, without their loved ones there because you're not allowed visitors and all that, and the agony that they have to go through makes me really angry at the idiots not wearing masks, because I really feel like if you are the asshat that isn't wearing a mask, then when you get sick, don't come to our hospitals, because that's not fair to the healthcare workers that then have to take care of your dumb ass and everyone you infected. Really ticks me off. Ugh. There's so much information out there all over the place. However, if you do not know 100%, you do the most responsible thing you can do. Exactly, Rochelle. Yes. You know what's hot? A mask. Yes. Absolutely. For sure. It's just not right. Okay. Having said that, we have lots more cards to go through, and I haven't even pulled them all. So lots of information on this incredible card. That's why we've made it a two-parter. I'm going to end this part for tonight. Coming up, I do want you to, what did Ed say? It took Brenda 4 days. I didn't realize, did they finally say that is what I knew that was suspected, that it was COVID. Ugh. That is so horrifying, Ed. Gosh, that's scary. And people think it's a hoax. Doesn't that piss you off? I feel like, you know what? It tarnishes the memory of the loved ones that we have. Don't you dare think to say that is a hoax. Whew, sorry. That's anger and frustration. Sorry. Okay. Good stuff. Okay. Yep. I know. And at this point, I think we've all at least known somebody. So what is wrong with people? Okay. Back. So many good things coming. Our other channel is our group channel now, our admin channel. We cremated her, so I can't prove it, but she had all the symptoms. She passed before they were testing for it. Oh, I bet you she did then, Ed. I bet you're completely right. Yes. We have our group channel called Mama Squirrel's Wise Nuts. Please go subscribe. We're going to start to do, we're going to name a topic, or you guys are going to name a topic, and all of us are going to do a video on our viewpoints on that topic. And we have so many different viewpoints that we're coming from with all my awesome admins. So I do hope that you will subscribe to that. We're going to be putting out content weekly for sure. Today is Tarot Tuesday, which means, what do I have coming up? There's lots of stuff. On Sunday, I have an interview with Natalie, the creator of the Muse Tarot. She has a new deck out for in Kickstarter. It's live on Kickstarter right now, called the Young Witches Tarot. And she's going to show us that deck because it looks like a really good deck for beginners. So tune into that Sunday night. We have, I'm totally blanking. I have so much going on, I can't even think of everything that's going on. I'll be doing a Lou video very soon, I promise. I have all these books out and ready. I just have not had the time. It's been a little crazy. Yep, a Lunasa video will be coming definitely this week. We have for Mystic Dragon's Lair, we have some great things coming on Saturday. Make sure you show up to the Saturday sale. We got some awesome bracelets in. We got some really cool like cauldrons and offering dishes and all that kind of stuff. You saw some of them Saturday. So there's more of that. There's just a lot of cool stuff going on lately. Crystal Scully grids. Yay! Yes. Will the 2 Mood Tarot be in fact a mood? Yes. What about dedication? Yes. So when Lunasa is over and we are really fully into the harvest season, we'll be starting up the initiation dedication videos again. I would like to have everyone ready for the big initiation for Samhain. Ed, we love you, honey. And anything that we can do for you, let us know. Yep, Samhain will be the time for initiation. So we'll be getting ready for that too. So keep an eye on everything. We've got lots going on, guys. I love you all so much. Make sure you click the like button, subscribe, click the notification bell. Oh, the giveaway. If we get to 7,000 subscribers, I'll be doing a big giveaway. And the very next video I do, I will show at least, I want to keep some surprises for the giveaway. But I'll show at least 1 or 2 things that are going to be in the giveaway for when we have 7,000. I know we're really close, guys. I think I have 60, maybe something like that. 60 people left. So good night, guys. I love you so much, and we'll see you next time for part 2 of the Lover's card. Have a great night.